From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. And they'll go for it. Lance, throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is Cook to the ground. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Sanchez. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's hit. 30.
A gain of 15. First down, Rams.
Easy, man.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, come on.
Here's Jackson. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 10 yards out. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, it's Lance. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Lance now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Lance now on first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's good for another Cleveland Browns. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Play action. It's Jackson. On the move to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ellis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Hold on, man.
To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Jackson. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake. Lance. He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there is just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell they have pressure coming, and they got him once again. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
52
They do go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try the middle with Cook. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, Cook. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 2-point conversions? That's difficult.
Okay, ready?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Lance throws the interception, his third. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Hey, no.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. James Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Browns 10. Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
Ready, break.
And now they'll throw with Lance. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Desperation time here. Lance. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And Lance going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Trucks out and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is down to 24.
Browns 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
They pitch it out to Cook. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Ellis. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Right side and caught by Kohler. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, Lance. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Hey, check nigga.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
52.
Here's Lance to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Play action. Now Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Sanchez. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he's got nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.